So guys, back to AGOHP Real, where we talk real content, unedited, real info for you guys. Today from Tulum, Mexico, the perfect example of a failed government, failed governance, failed leadership in this town. Absolutely perfect example how things can go completely wrong. So I moved here 2020 during the pandemic, and it's been an absolute paradise. And all the money in the world and all the attention of the world was looking at this little town, and it had a chance there. It was nothing before, but it didn't believe into the global lies, hence why there was basically a completely normal life lived here. Okay, hence why I moved here, and hence why tens of thousands of people visited or changed their life and moved over here. And let's be honest, it's a paradise. It's 5 minutes from the beach, one of the most beautiful beaches in the whole world, and the best climate in the world. It's all very green. You see it in the background, super green. And the most music festivals, the best DJs of the whole world, they came here. And then obviously people want to feel human again, and as they eat garbage all day, they like to take drugs to feel human and listen to a little bit of music, so they get all hyped up and actually feel like a human being again. So Tulum is exactly that town. I mean, it was that town. It's not what it once was before. And I want to tell you guys what happened. So 2020, Tulum actually got completely swamped with demand, with tourists, with American money, Canadian money, European money, money from everywhere. They couldn't deal with it. And of course, as the government here was not working for the people, only working for their own pockets, they completely failed to fix the infrastructure and security issues that are necessary to maintain such large amounts of tourists and inflow. People actually didn't just want to visit, they actually wanted to live here. And the electricity kept failing, the water supply wasn't there, new buildings couldn't be connected to the grid of electricity because there was just no power. Roads weren't built properly. The taxi drivers are still a massive issue. You can't simply get around Tulum without a rental car or a scooter, because the taxi drivers are just an absolute nightmare to deal with. There is no Uber yet. Hopefully it's gonna come soon. Anyhow, lots and lots of problems, but the main issue is that the government, the local government, not the federal government, the local government made a lot of mistakes. They have also been voted out last year, I believe. But they stole all the money instead of creating infrastructure. The federal government did actually a pretty good job here. Built the largest train ever in Mexico, the Mayan train, you can look it up. And then they built a new international airport here in Tulum for $700-800 million. So the federal government made some moves to bring growth and prosperity into this place. Well, sadly the local government worked against them, which has more or less changed now. The previous election went towards a slightly better government who now is trying to bring this place back up. But Tulum has another challenge. So with all that demand in 2020, prices and inflation went through the absolute roof. Also, when the government spends $20 billion on the biggest train project ever made in Mexico and $800 million on an airport, imagine how salaries went up in this region because of these projects, plus all the construction boom in Tulum. So rents went up massively, general living costs went up massively, the electricity here is controlled by the government, and it's the most expensive electricity I've ever seen in my life. The same for mobile phones and mobile data. Mr. Carlos Slim, who owns a share in Formula One, he's the owner of most infrastructure, telecommunication infrastructure in Mexico. And it's literally one of the most expensive things I've seen. Walmart, just a year ago, they started competing on a good price with him. Don't know where they're at, but due to my bank accounts, I'm still with Telcel. And they're shit and expensive. But it is what it is, right? Back then you didn't have many options. So going back, what is the issue of Tulum and what needs to be fixed? Well, dear government, fix the roads. Please. Stop stealing all the money. Fix more roads. Pull more canalization. Stabilize the electricity grid. Stop fucking around with taxpayer money, American money. Start building American infrastructure, German infrastructure, Russian infrastructure. It's not that difficult. Then, plus, we need Uber here, we need Bolt, we need all these global large transportation companies to make it easy to get around. No tourist wants to fly to Tulum and then hang at the airport and pay $150 for a 20 minutes transfer because no taxi is just gonna take him. It's too much hustle. Spending money has to be easy, guys. It needs to be easy, a finger click away, like it is in Moscow. Affordable and easy. And that will pull the people in. Right? This place has so much potential, and it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever lived in my life. I'm very grateful for my period here. I've learned actually the most about life here, as it's simply so natural. Wow. Yeah, but these are the challenges when you deal with non-Western governments. They just steal too much money. European and North American governments, they still steal a lot of money, but at least they leave a little bit for the infrastructure. Here, as you can see, there's not much left for us. Anyway, I do believe that Tulum is going to bounce back over the next 5 to 10 years. I don't have time to wait, so this beautiful pink building is gonna go for sale by the end of this year, and we probably sell it in the next 6 to 12 months. As I believe in the American market, I believe in American manufacturing, and I've also changed my perspective. I've learned a lot from the last couple of years. Not to invest in residential property, not to invest in high regulated industries and areas. I like low regulation, I like high returns for my clients, and that's what we will continue to focus on. Anyhow, if you like this real content, like and subscribe. Today, a little bit of info after living here in 5 years about Tulum, Mexico. More info to come about Mexico in general. I'm gonna be recording a lot of content this week, so stay tuned, like and subscribe, share with your friends if you like this content. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.